Hey, what's up? I'm Jason from New York, Estados Unidos. I'm here at Stem Cells Colombia in beautiful Medellín. Getting some work done actually on my hips is the main reason here. And my story, I guess, is that I had hip issues for quite a while in the United States. And I'd see specialists and they'd take some x-rays and tell me I was okay. Found out I wasn't. I didn't know that, didn't learn that until I ended up actually going to Thailand and paying for an MRI over there because the United States, I guess they're captured by the insurance industry and wouldn't put me to an MRI. And once I got to Thailand and paid $250, found out I had a torn labrum on each side. So I brought this information back to the United States, showed it to my doctor there. Of course, they wanted to run their own test, do another MRI. Then they got verification, yes, it is torn. So in November 2023, I had surgery to repair torn tissue labrum in my right hip. And all went well for a few months, all the way until May. I was very healthy in that time, wasn't drinking any alcohol. And then I had the left one done because you can't do them both at the same time in May 2024. Well, since May 2024, just a few months ago, the left one retore. And then since that, then I noticed something happening in the right one as well. So obviously that was heartbreaking. It's been a long process. And I met with the surgeon in early August, earlier this month, to review doing another surgery here on the left hip. And that was the plan. Well, they didn't reach out to me for a few days. And actually it took them a couple of weeks. But after a few days, I actually started researching stem cells. And thank goodness they didn't call me because I probably wouldn't be here right now. I'd be waiting to get carved open again. A very primitive strategy compared to the stem cells when you learn about how they operate. So I did some research. I started researching stem cells and where they're available around the world because the United States, is still behind because it would cripple our orthopedics industry, which, makes a lot of money for them. So they don't want to, allow something that might actually cure us. So I started researching best places and I saw Colombia, and I come down to Colombia quite often anyways. I love Medellín, the city of Medellín, the food, the soccer, everything, hiking. So I was like, wow, Colombia, great. And I looked at the cities, and Medellin was like the number one city in Colombia for it. I'm like, that's my city. I go there 2-3 times a year anyway. I'm very comfortable here. So it was really a no-brainer for me to start researching. At the time, I really didn't know anything, and not that I know a lot now, but certainly more than when I began. So what I started to do was reach out to the different clinics down here in Colombia, and I set up conference calls. So there was one day where I had a call maybe every 30 minutes, 8 to 10 different clinics. And actually, coincidentally, the first one that I spoke to was Stem Cells Colombia and the coordinator, Mia. And right from the beginning, she was extremely knowledgeable, extremely attentive. Any questions I had at all through the process, she answered. Even to today, 3 weeks or whatever it is into our relationship, I don't think she's ever taken more than 1 hour maybe to answer a question I've had about anything. And I've had a lot of them, as you could imagine, coming to a foreign country for such a major procedure. You have questions, of course. But everything I got the feel about Stem Cells Colombia was great. And of course, speaking to all the different clinics, I could compare certain things like strength of cells, application of cells, of course, cost and package. Do they put you in a hotel and everything? And all that being included here gave me a very comfortable feeling about Stem Cells Colombia, and even the opportunity that Mia gave me to speak with one of the doctors before I came and do a video call even gave me more comfort. So yeah, I made the jump. I made the commitment to come down here, and today's day 4 of the treatment. You start with the vitamin drip and exosomes, hyperbaric chamber, and then the IV on Wednesday. Yesterday was injections in both hips. And I didn't experience a lot of pain yesterday because of the anesthesia. Today's a bit painful. So, I can't comment on how everything's going to go moving forward, but it's been a very comfortable process to this point. It's been nothing but great. Actually, I couldn't even walk this morning, so I got picked up. Mia picked me up in a wheelchair, pushed me through the shopping center, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I've been a great feel. So I can say to this point, I'm very glad that my surgeon didn't call me, because if they did call me when they should have, I'd probably be waiting right now to get carved open again. And I don't want that traumatic experience. So here I am in beautiful Colombia. I'm very optimistic. And everybody I've talked to about the process, even people I see when I'm in restaurants, I just saw a doctor at breakfast. They're like, you're in great hands. Colombia has wonderful doctors, and you're going to come out really on top. So here I am. And I'll be headed back to New York in a few days. But it's been a wonderful experience thus far. And I can say certainly to this point, I could recommend Stem Cells Colombia to anybody.